And right now, who can blame the young guy?
O'Neal looking inside, loses it. That's Michael Woods. Quick transition, Robinson once again from the wing, this time no good. And Palaima is able to get the tap in. I thought Brandon Brown had position on the rebound, and Palaima just knocked it right out of his hands into the basket.
And I'd say the problem with Johnson on that last one, Paul, is he was inside the three-point line. And look at the, coming back on the other side right here, I believe that was Grigsby just nailed down a three for his own right.
A bang play for Kyle Rigsby. It's a 2-point lead for Asheville Christian. Contact near the baseline. Michael Woods running into Brandon Brown.
You could not be any more excited about this game. Both of these teams have pulled out all the stops. See the penetration right here by Michael Woods. Coming back on the other side right there. You see the three-pointer by Grigsby knocking down. You see a lot of three-pointers from this free throw line extended. And there's Will Robinson knocking down one from that left wing as well, over down towards the corner.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout on the court. As I believe First Assembly called it, but not totally sure. 24-6 are the Asheville Christian Academy Lions under head coach Andy Ray. Athletic director is Joe Johnson. William George is the head of the school. They were the number 4 seed in this one. They had to beat number 1 Victory Christian. They did it by the score of 50-47. They had a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter and saw Victory Christian come back to tie the game, and they held on to win at the end.
Yeah.
In this case, it looks like, to me, First Assembly has had that lead, and they've had that lead chipped into, but now there's a bit of a momentum swing in favor of Asheville.
Well, and the other thing right there too is after 3 days, you have to wonder about legs. But neither one of these teams, at the pace they've played today, I would not have guessed they played 2 days back to back, and then this being the third one.
Big jumper by Michael Woods, all-conference player, nails it.
That is a beautiful left-handed stroke right there by the young guy, stepping back and knocking down that three.
And once again, striking quickly, but this time there's no foul called. And the ball coming quickly down the court to Robinson, and he's going to let the right-hander roll in. And boy, oh boy, Will Robinson has just gone crazy here in the last few minutes.
They've opened this thing up to 7, which I believe, Paul, is by far the biggest lead of the day so far
for either team. Absolutely, that's right. And we'll get a stoppage as a foul is called. I believe it's going to go against Jacob Allen. Now the announcers got it, and Sam Johnson actually. So the foul being called against Asheville Christian. Neither team in a bonus situation. And a big-time three by Brandon Murr is no good. Johnson's got the rebound. Thought about clearing it all the way down the court, Tommy, but Gracie was open just for a second. But wisely, they're going to bring the ball down on the dribble.
Yeah, Gracie had kind of flown by the shooter there at the top of the key and just kind of released and kept going. But very wisely, they didn't necessarily try to force it down the court.
But unfortunately, they're guilty of the turnover. So First Assembly's got the basketball, and Darrell Ivester will work it up the court. The senior with the ball. 4 minutes to go, halfway through the fourth quarter. O'Neal with a tough shot off the right side. Long rebound is heading out of bounds, saved into Allen. Great play by Pedro O'Neal. And there's lots of whistles down there, Tommy. I wasn't able to see what happened.
They were battling right there, trying to figure out the officials. Good job of communicating. They were trying to figure out, was he out of bounds or was the timeout called? And after a quick conversation there, the official up the sideline said the timeout was indeed called first.
All right, well, the official's right there, and you can see the timeout being called by Jacob Allen. There's another look at it as a long rebound heads out of bounds.
Allen stays, but what the one official in the baseline can't necessarily see is that he's signaling for timeout already right there before that left foot actually touches out of bounds. And the official at the sideline could see that, and the one on the baseline could not because he was blocked by the sight line there by his back.
Heads up play by Jacob Allen. And they're the Eagles faithful there for First Assembly. This, of course, is the 2A. And First Assembly, of course, is in Concord, so it's not a gigantically long drive for the students to come up and cheer on their team. Coming up from Concord to Charlotte Latin School. the Asheville Christian Academy team with a little bit of a longer ride, but we've got one team in this one that's only about a quarter of a mile away from Charlotte Latin, so we've got a little bit of everything here.
The gas bill is definitely a little bit different for some of these teams on the travel budget.
3:45 to go. First Assembly with the basketball. Down by 7. Murr with it against Gracie. Now O'Neal all the way up top. And O'Neal is going to try to penetrate, and he'll be guilty of the travel.
Little shuffle step right there. He was afraid about getting too high up in the air, but got caught with a little shuffle tiptoeing down through the lane before he was able to actually release the pass.
The biggest lead of the game for Asheville Christian. It's a 7-point lead, and they've got a chance to add to it. A little bit of pressure here. And First Assembly was successful with pressure a couple of times, but not this time. Michael Woods gets it over to Gracie. All the way across to Robinson. Gracie, now it's Asheville Christian's turn to be patient.
Well, and I was going to say, just a moment ago, Gracie can definitely hit that three, but he understands and pulls that thing out while I go. He understands that the best friend he has in this entire place right now is that clock. And that clock operator, he wants to keep that thing moving as quickly as possible.
Once again, neither team in the bonus as of yet. The foul called on Brandon Murr as he got tied up with Will Robinson. And Asheville Christian will inbound it after a little equipment issue. Or a shoelace, I don't know. Do you call that equipment or not, Tommy?
I guess under the technical definitions, correct.
All right,
but
we'll go with that.
Kind of a weak
It sounds good, though. I mean, it sounds better, doesn't it? Robinson will be fouled by Kyle Grisby.
Grisby almost separated his arm right there as he was trying to go for the ball. Nothing dirty, of course, but just kind of got the ball a little bit and then got a little bit of arm, or a lot of arm, whichever way you want to phrase that.
And Robinson, who's had the hot hand from all over the court, we'll see what he can do from the free throw line, and he's got a similar equipment issue, Tommy.
Yeah,
it's a little more equipment.
It's I hate to say it's an equipment malfunction here. I hate to say that, going back a few years, but it looks like that's what we're having.
Well, that was technically a wardrobe malfunction. I don't know. Maybe shoelaces qualify as wardrobe. I'm not sure.
We may want to talk to the vendor, the provider of these shoelaces, to see if there's any kind of malfunction.
Well, we'll find out. Robinson nails his first free throw opportunity.
Okay, he's in the low 20s so far in this game with about 3 minutes to go. I've got him for about 22. Make that 23.
He turns it into a 9-point lead. And time is a problem now for First Assembly. 2:45 to go. Brandon Murr open for 3, lets it go. In and out. Allen almost able to slap it away, but Johnson with a great rebound. And he works against the double team. Finally, he's going to be fouled as he tries to clear it. So they'll put Sam Johnson on the line. And he'll shoot the 1-and-1.
And they're pulling everybody off for that free throw line. Right now, it's just a matter of protecting points. You got to be careful, though. You don't want to lose the edge. You want to still stay, kind of sharp. You don't want to abandon it quite yet because, it's only a 9-point lead at this point. You want to stay sharp. You don't want to go on the defensive too much. You want to play to win, not necessarily not to lose. That free throw right there opens it up.